Hey, 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 everybody. Look what I'm rocking today. What? What? What's that you got on, Red Mel? I got on my I got on my Hero 30. You see that? Can you see the 30? That means I did the 30 days back in. Oh, when was that? Say cool, like June, July. Yeah, I wrapped up my 30 in July. And so I was doing some straightening up this morning and found it because I didn't know what I did with it. I was like, where's my Hero 30 shirt with my medal? Yes, my medal. So I just had to rock that out. I'm glad I found it in my birthday month. Yes, it was like another present to myself. So good day, everybody. It's good to see you all. Let me do a little shout. Yes, thank you, Gladys and Tim and Nan and Pastor Al and Mommy. Yes, it's good to see you all. We had a good time last night with meditation with the moon. And so I'll get into that with some joy news. So yeah, it's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all. All right, so where are we? We are in the land of Ubuntu. That's what we've been talking about. I'm really enjoying the Ubuntu series because it's taken us on a journey, right? Because we were talking about integral and integration, and now we're into Ubuntu. So, good morning, Pam. I was fixing something on my screen. There you go. There you go. All right. So let me just remind everybody how we came to Ubuntu. So this came up when I was doing my sermon at Rockland, and the topic was the divine community. And I came upon this story from an anthropologist who visited a tribe in Africa, the Koso tribe in South Africa. And I'm trying to decide if I want to tell the whole story again. So I told the story on Monday. Listen to the replay. The bottom line is this. When the anthropologist said, run, and whoever gets there first can get all the fruit, they ran together so they could all enjoy the fruit together. And the anthropologist was very confused by this behavior, right? And the children told him it's Ubuntu, right? How can any of us be happy when one of us are sad, right? And that's about community. That is about the divine community. So this has been percolating with me, right? And so I read something in yesterday's meditation with the moon. It was the science of mind for October 1st, which was my birthday. And I just want to share it again here. The part that really stood out for me is Jesus implies that no one can enter the kingdom of God without desiring to take all others with him. The kingdom of God into which he invites us to enter is that realm of pure spirit, which includes everyone. It is a unity of good. So I love that. And what I love about that is it's the spirit of Ubuntu, right? It invites everyone in. Everyone is included. And so it got me to think about community on another level also, and Ubuntu on another level, right? Because usually when we think about community, we think about, those around us. We think about those that we're connected to. We might think about our tribe, my congregation of joy, right? That's my community. But we have a community within ourselves also, right? So my question today is, are you Ubuntu with yourself? Do you Ubuntu you? Do you Ubuntu you? So if someone said, run to the tree and get all the sweet fruit, will you run together all aspects of yourself? Even the aspects of yourself that You might have some feelings about, like, I don't like that part of myself, or I identified that part of myself as whatever, not good, weak, depressed, right? Would you take all of you and run towards the tree to get the sweet fruit? Or would you leave aspects of yourself behind? And so that reminded me of the other story, that Native American parable, when the grandfather was telling his grandson about the two wolves. Y'all remember that? The two wolves. And the grandfather said, you know, there's a good wolf and then there's an angry wolf. And the grandson said, well, who wins? Like, who do you follow? What do you do? And the grandfather said, you starve the basically he was like, you starve the angry wolf, right? And what I say is, no, we don't starve the angry wolf, right? We integrate the angry wolf, because what the angry wolf needs is love, right? Some attention, to be seen, to be part of the community that is within us, to be Ubuntu within, right? To be Ubuntu within. And that's where I am, right, with this whole integration and being integral with myself. So do you Ubuntu you? Or do you leave parts of yourself out? Do you just ignore parts of yourself that you don't like, that you view as deficit in some way, as a deficit in some way, right? So the invitation is to Ubuntu yourself. Ubuntu yourself. You have a whole community within you. We really do. How many times we talk to ourselves, right? And it's different voices, right? It's different aspects of ourselves seeking our attention, right? Yes, seeking our attention. And some aspects of that voice are saying things that we're like, what is that about? Right? Let me just give you some love. Clearly you need some love, right? Clearly you need some love. Instead of shooing it away or starving that aspect of ourselves. So let's look at the community within us, right? It's not just the external community. It really does start with the community within, right? The community within. So let's invite all of who we are into the kingdom, right? And when we talk about the kingdom of God, we're talking about higher consciousness. We're talking about the kingdom of love. Yes? We're talking about the kingdom of God that is within us. That is within us. We don't want to leave any part of ourselves out of the kingdom, right? Because then where are you going? Where are you going? We can't leave anything behind. We have to take it all with us and integrate within ourselves. Yes? So gather all yourself up. Go ahead, go get yourself, all aspects of yourself, and run towards the sweet fruit. And what is the sweet fruit? The sweet fruit are our gifts. It's our gifts. We need all of who we are to be the expression of our gifts. All of who we are. Because it all serves a purpose. It's all purposeful. All the bumps in the road, all the hiccups, all the turbulence is serving us. It's a lesson in there, right? We could look back. We all have this example in our life of going through something that was just like, oh, I don't think I could get through this when we're going through it. But then once we've gone through it, we're like, look at that. Look what I discovered. Look what I learned. Look what I gained. Look what I released. Look what I forgave. Right? Because we allow ourselves to integrate it all in. to integrate it all in. So that word from The Science of Mind that I read has a closing quote. And the quote says this: silently, I pass from less to more, from isolation to inclusion, from separation to oneness. And that's what happens when we're in Ubuntu. Those children were not in the consciousness of less than, right? They were not. They were in the consciousness of abundance, knowing that there is more than enough, knowing that there is more than enough, right? They were in the consciousness of inclusion, not isolation. They didn't leave anyone else out. They didn't say, "Oh, don't take Kwame's hand." I was trying to think of an African name. Don't take Kwame's hand, right? No, they took Kwame's hand and they all ran together. So no one is isolated, right? So take the hand of yourself that feels sadness. Hold the hand of sadness that is within you, or whatever it is that you're going through. Hold on, hand in hand. Don't isolate it. Don't ignore it. Don't deny it. Don't doubt it. Don't fear it, right? Include it. Include it in the love, right? And those children believed in the consciousness of oneness. They are already in the kingdom, y'all. The consciousness of oneness, not separation. Not one of those kids, as they were running towards that tree hand in hand, let go of the hands and went off ahead of everybody so they could get all the fruit, separated themselves from the community. No, they stayed the course. And I imagine they all weren't running at the same speed, right? But yet they didn't leave any of themselves behind, any of each other behind. They made the necessary adjustments to make sure that everyone was coming together. So if I'm a little faster, then I'm going to slow down a little bit, right? So that I can incorporate, integrate all aspects of myself, right? Because there's some slow parts of ourselves that's just stuck in a story, right? We don't want to leave that part of ourselves behind. We need to slow it down by going into the silence, right? Silently, I pass from less to more. Silently, I pass from less to more. Silently, I go from the past to the present. Silently, I go from fear to faith. Silently, within myself. So in one of the meditations, I did 2 visionings yesterday. With Meditation with the Moon, we did visioning. And I did a visioning with Rockland CSL earlier in the evening. And so one of the things that came up for me in answering one of the questions, and it's all about connecting with our higher self that knows all there is to know, right? To catch God's idea. One of the one of the answers to the questions that I got was, be still. No, it was stay still, baby. Exactly. That's what it was. Stay still, baby. With such love and care, right? But that comes in the silence. That comes in the silence. So spend some time in Ubuntuing yourself in the silence. The community of oneness that is within you. If there's any aspect of yourself that feels splintered, separated, isolated, invite it in. Invite it in. Be your own hero. right? Be your own hero and invite it all in, right? Save yourself, right? What do heroes do? They save the day. Save yourself by Ubuntu you. Ubuntu you. That's the word today, y'all. So as you go throughout your day, if you find yourself in an upset, take a sacred pause, take a deep breath. If you can, you can put your hand on your third eye and say Ubuntu you. Ubuntu me. Ubuntu me. Ubuntu me. And I guarantee you will feel love for yourself. Guarantee. I see you, Gladys. Gladys said, is that the same as do you? Yes, Gladys. Do all of you. Do all of you. I love that. See how everything gets integrated? Yes, yes, everything. Everything. All right, y'all. So that's what I have for you all today. So let me just say, I am Rev Melissa. I am an interfaith minister. I am a licensed religious science practitioner. I am a purpose coach, and I am the senior minister at Rockland CSL. And this is my ministry of joy. This is my ministry of joy, integrated in Ubuntu. And you all are my community. We all are my community. And the invitation is, if you need support in the community within, if you need support in Ubuntuing yourself, reach out, and we could set up some time to talk. All right. So let's get into some joy news. So I mentioned we had meditation with the moon last night. We did it at 11 p.m., which is our new time that we are testing out. And it's a good test. I think the test is going well, especially for my West Coast family, right? Because 11 p.m. Eastern time is 8 Pacific time. And even for like Central, all the time zones, right? Yeah, I think so. So we're going to keep testing it out. So we did meditation with the new moon. It is the new moon in Libra. And if you missed it yesterday, we had a good time. And what I want you to know is currently there are 6 planets in retrograde. So if your life right now is extra crispy, that could be why. Because 6 planets are in retrograde. Well, 1 planet ended, Pluto ended yesterday, but that still leaves 5. And 2 end on the 18th, right? So Mercury retrograde is included in that. So just be extra loving with yourself during this time, right? And look for the lessons. So our next meditation with the moon is October 20th, 11 p.m. Eastern time, right where you're watching me now. And then we have our wonderful after party, and we had a wonderful after party. I got a surprise visit from Wayne. I'm just going to shout out Wayne right now because it was so good to see him in the after party. So I want to shout out everybody who came to Meditation with the Moon, to Gladys and Diana and Tim and Mommy, Wayne, Jane, say cool. And Lenora, I know you came at the end, but you still were there. And then I saw Stephanie Archer comment like at 4:10 a.m. So I was like, oh, I hope she didn't think it was at 4. So Stephanie, girl, we done switched the time. It's 11 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, I see you, Diana. Diana said, thank you. Love listening in California at 8 p.m. All right. It was wonderful to have you with us, Diana. And Lindsay was in the after party. She was in the meditation with the moon. Another West Coast family, right? So the after party was lit. We had a wonderful time. So mark your calendars, October 20th, 11 p.m. Eastern time. All right. So this Sunday, Living Life in Joy is being hosted by our very own Sekou Wrights. So he has a surprise guest because he likes to keep it, on the quiet tip. And then like go bam, Keith Major. What? That's how he rolls. That's how he rolls. Bam, Harriet Cole. You know what I'm saying? So Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Please join Sekou with his mystery guest at New Thought Media Network and on where you're watching now. Okay, let me just keep it simple. Where you're watching now. So for October, we are in our Unity theme for Living Life in Joy. And we've had two wonderful guests who are definitely about the Unity life, Fee King and Lisa Coffey. So if you missed the first two shows, please go back and watch the replay. All right. I just want to shout out New Thought Media Network for supporting all that I'm doing here with Sit with Rev Melissa and with Living Life in Joy. And if you want to give to the network so they can continue to expand what they're doing on the positivity, please go to ntmedia.org, click donate, and you can give what feels good to you there. All right, let me check in with Sekou. Hero, what? Yes.
Hold that pose. I'm taking a screenshot. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so I don't even know if I have anything. I was too busy watching you in my hero shirt. The synergy is really, really cool. And it's just a reminder to me, like, yeah, I created that shirt for my first 30, and now I'm on day 129, way past 30. So it's just a reminder to me that I've gone beyond what I thought I was capable of. Yeah. And a reminder to everyone out there that you are capable of more than you think you're capable of. Yeah. Because if you had asked me if I could do it, I definitely would have said no. I didn't even think I could make the 30, to be honest with you. But I was reaching for 30. The idea that I could be running every day for 129 days in a row, 27 5Ks in a row, it's just mind-boggling to me. and you wearing the Hero 30 shirt is just a reminder. Yeah, we're all capable of much more than we think we're capable of.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I know Sekou, when he runs, he's Ubuntu because most of them don't want to do it.
Exactly. Today was another one of those days. I blew past all 3 alarms. And I was just sitting there looking out the window like, I should just make some oatmeal and chill, But then I remembered that the 8th nonprofit came on board yesterday. So not 7 anymore, there's 8. And I was like, there are people out there relying on me. And I believe that I can make a difference in the people that those nonprofits serve. Yes. And so it's bigger than me now. Yes. And so I don't have a choice to curl up and get some oatmeal. I got to get up and get out and get after it.
Yes. Love that. All right. There you go. So everybody, we will continue. We're wrapping it up, actually. We'll be wrapping up Ubuntu tomorrow. And then we'll see what wants to come through for next week, right? We'll see what wants to get downloaded for next week. So I hope everyone is doing well. It's so wonderful to see you all today. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.